Hey, yo, welcome in. Much love, Trev here. I really am glad that you're here with me today, and I really appreciate you, and I'm very thankful for you to listen to me. And I'm really happy and moved by all the messages and Snapchats and tweets and emails and everything coming in, and people thanking me, and me thanking you. I it's been a really interesting week. Some good, some bad, but revealing a lot and learning a lot and trial by fire. And overall, I'm overfilling with love right now. I'm really feeling a lot of love. I'm a lover. It's one of my core archetypes, and that's why I say welcome in, much love, Trav here. And that's why I work so much and put out so much free stuff and try so hard to help people. And I'm not always perfect, I'm not always successful at that, but I try. So yeah, I want to address some things and talk about the plan and how everything's going to be good and inspire you guys and what's going to happen. And a lot of you guys are, and also address some of you guys who have some who have love but also have disappointment and anger and so on. So first of all, quick background on what happened. There's this angry mob that's been going against this transgressor for bullying, harassment, and I made some videos that did not endorse him and disavowed his behavior, but also disavowed mass mob reaction mentality. And careful what you wish for. If you believe in the secret, that you attract it. I believe so in a lot of ways, that you can bring these things upon yourself. And that same angry mob and they have reason to be angry, I think that's fair again, but I think they're mad that they couldn't get blood from this guy. He doesn't seem to care. He doesn't apologize, but also he is self-employed. He doesn't work inside the community. People tried calling his office to talk to his supervisor to get him fired, but got him on the phone. And people want to get him DCI banned, but he doesn't care. And so basically, the mob has got to be frustrating if you want to enact some blood. So they turned on me and saw that, hey, I actually do care about DCI ban. So the same people went and started digging around Magic for Bad. Magic for Bad has been mostly 90% funny companion group to Magic for Good, pulling out the worst things that happen under my nose, and some of the worst things that I said, start plastering it all around Twitter, clamoring for me to get DCI banned because they're mad, they want to get blood from someone. Here's this bad guy, they can get me. So that's kind of what happened. And then yesterday, I debated what to do, and I decided to freeze the group because, for a couple reasons. I know some of y'all are actually hurt by some of the content. Also, some of y'all are hurt that I apologize. Some of you are mad that I backed down. You think that I'm cowardly, and this is for you guys as well. Because I also got a lot of messages from people like, man, not everything in that group all the time was good, but I really appreciated that. It was a nice place to be funny. So I appreciate that. I've read every message and try to respond to the majority. But I thought, actually, when it's closed and stuff like that, I'm not saying this, letting it go. Perhaps it's causing more good than harm. More people are laughing, or more benefit, because it's called Magic for Bad. But once it starts to leak out in the internet, and I want to say, I understand that you guys weren't the ones that were bringing it out and sending it to people. It was actually outsiders who came in and pulled the stuff out. But at that point, it's probably causing more harm than good, and I do care about that, and wanted to put a stop to that, and I felt like I should have done a while ago. And I know some of you are like, yo, Trav, well, aren't you just doing that for self-preservation? Because you cowardly self-preservation, because now people know. To an extent, that's true. I mean, there's multiple factors. The one is actually the harm thing, and the second is I would prefer not to be DCI suspended, but we'll talk about that because I've got a plan for that. Obi-Wan Kenobi, you strike me down, I become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. But basically, I took a tactical defeat and said, you know what, you're right. This is not worth it. It's caused me more stress than humor. It's caused you more pain than laughter. I was negligent, mod. Let's freeze the group, get rid of it. Thanks for all the feedback. Sorry about that, right? And some of you think that that's cowardly, but I think, like, for one, you got to put your nuts up on the table to admit any wrongdoing and take responsibility. You know, taking responsibility for a lot of things that were said in the group that I did not say, right? I think you got to put your nuts up to do that. So I feel good about my masculinity, actually. And I think that I'm a good example for that. And the other thing is, you know, I took action and I think I've done the right thing. And as the mob continues to come after me, it reduces their power. It looks like it increases their power because I cowered to them, but it reveals who actually cares and who's just out for blood, right? The people who continue to come out for blood, it reveals that, and it makes it less likely that Wizards takes action against me, and also puts it in the situation where if Wizards does, it's this Obi-Wan Kenobi situation. You guys, we've got an audience, we've got a community. You guys know how hard I work to be helpful. I know how hard I work. I've done so much for the community. You guys know how many articles I've written, videos I've written, how much free content I put out, how much coaching I've done, create a job for fellow pro players, how much free coaching, free streams, and so on, and the intention behind it. So, and that I even admit when I'm wrong and try to grow and improve from it. So it's by me taking a defeat here, it creates a situation where, you know, the people who are empathetic and humans can relate to me, and the people who are just super bloodthirsty, it decreases the power from them, and makes a situation where if I'm suspended, I can really blast off from that. And I want to talk about that now. So I hope y'all can understand that a little bit better. That I do want to make a difference, and I also do want to fight hysterics, and I see the irony in me bringing it upon myself. But it's an interesting situation, and I like the way that I've acted so far. I may do more. So appreciate you. I'm glad you understand. Keep along with me. There's more here. So there's a couple things that can happen. One is I continue on with my plan. I go to Oklahoma City. Maybe I go to Indianapolis. I go to either London or Austin. Then I go to Bilbao. I go to Leon. Then I go back to Hawaii, where I am going to be donating my time to charitable nonprofit, working on organic food, working on fighting the food problem. And a little bit about that. And why this has happened, because I feel that I've wished this upon myself. I like magic, and it's done a lot for me, and I like the community, and I love the community, and I love that it's a vessel for me and a vehicle for me to try to be helpful. But for a long time, I felt like, damn, I'm wasting my energy by just putting it into this game, and I hope that people can win and it can change their lives, and people can draw lessons from it, but there's no guarantee of that, so it's not the most efficient use of my time. And also the tournaments, I enjoy winning and I like to compete, but it feels pretty, at times, and you know, it feels fun, but like for it to be my main work is like, you know, what am I really doing to help? So I've had this feeling that this isn't exactly what I want to do with my life. What I really want to do, I want to do a couple things. I want to work on the food problem, and I also want to do life coaching more than I want to do magic coaching. And the magic coaching will continue. That business is fine and in fine position, and will help people as they come. And if I'm not on the tour, that's okay. I wasn't on tour for the first year of it, and I'll bring in more pros to help out. So that should be all right. But yeah, I want to help people more directly, and I see this, and I look back to the previous controversy I've been as an inflection point, a turning point, where I could more focus on what I actually wanted to do. And that point, it was to build my own business rather than work for someone else, and I saw that as a success. So I want to inspire you guys and show you guys how you can use something like this to help you transform your life and help you move in the direction that you want. So regardless, I'm going to be doing life coaching and farming in Hawaii, but that all could happen actually sooner as a result of this. Expedite me towards my dreams. That's a possibility, and it's an exciting possibility, and I believe that's why my subconscious has brought this situation about. So it's pretty interesting. And I want to show you, and I want to show you by doing it. I also want to work with some of you, right? So, I mean, some of you guys see this and want to be able to use your own problems and your own issues to blast off. Some of y'all are stagnant and want to make a change. Some of you are high achievers, but you just feel like you're not where you could have been by now or should have been, and you want some extra help and so on. So I want to announce that I'm ready for this, and I'm ready to start today, and I'm ready to start right now. I actually have been working on this, and now's the perfect time to announce it. But I have a new video course called 1 Year Life Transformation, and as of right now, that comes with a life coaching call. So if you want to get on the phone with me, and I can help you, we can take a look at where you're at and make a plan over the next year, and be part of our private group, and get an awesome curriculum that'll help you get a lot of clarity on where you want to be and help you reprogram your habits and help you be aware of your habits, help you make careful commitments and follow through on it, and look at better ways of thinking about things, and help you really transform in a year, as you've seen me do, and as I've been able to do. So for those of you who are interested in that, there should be a link down below, freelivinggoals.com/life transformation. And I've got a whole channel where it's more about self-development and health and transformation, and that's youtube.com/Travis Wu. So you should check that out. And regardless of what happens, I just want to thank people, and I also want to thank God and thank the universe for steering me in this direction ahead of schedule. It's not necessarily easy. It's not necessarily a good time. There's some stress, there's some pain, there's some tears, but I've been through it before, and I know what to expect, and I know how to leverage this and make the most of it. So it's going to be good whatever happens, and I just want to thank everyone for everything. So appreciate you, much love, and as things develop, I'll be back with more videos on what will happen. So appreciate you guys, and talk soon.